What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to Change Your Lives. Hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Got a live stream going for you guys today. Want to talk to you about something. Had to get a little bit in. This the holiday season. I know everybody getting ready for Thanksgiving tomorrow, and we got everybody cooking and getting ready for Black Friday and stuff. So I want to do a quick live feed on something that I think a lot of people is going through right now. I got some personal stuff going on with myself personally. I'll talk about that in a second. But really how to avoid being lonely during the holiday season. A lot of times I think if we're okay and things are being all right for us, we don't think about others in regards to what people may be going through. But there are a lot of people that maybe have certain challenges during the holiday season in regards to feeling lonely, being depressed, maybe going through different things and stuff like that. So I want to have a quick conversation with you guys this afternoon in regards to how to avoid feeling lonely during the holiday season. A lot of times when you think about a holiday season, is a great time for everybody to get together, enjoy family members and friends and things like that. But like we forget about different transitions people go through during the year. Maybe losing loved ones, maybe going through different family situations, i.e. divorce, moving, any kind of thing. Kids may be growing up, moving out, going to college and things like that. And everybody have different ways that they cope in regards to things that changing in their lives. I think the easy thing to do is for people to say, well, hey, it'll be okay. Just, forget about it, move on and things like that. That's easy. And one thing I always try to, share with people is that the way you handle certain things that may be difficult and the way the next person may do it, be totally different. It's not a right or wrong way. It's just everybody's different. And I think it's probably not the wisest thing to do to expect people to handle certain situations the way you would. And so feeling lonely during the holiday season is a common experience for many people. But there are 7 strategies that you can try to help alleviate these feelings and make the season more enjoyable. And I'm going to go through a few suggestions. I remember my first encounter. Before I get started, guys, I want to give a shout out to a near dear friend of mine, Ronnie Boykin, man. He passed last week, man. He committed suicide last week. Ronnie was a real close friend of mine, teammate, one of my best friends. And I want to say that it happened attributed because he was, sad during the holiday season or different things he was going through. At the end of the day, I'm talking about the actual result of what happened, what he did, and stuff like that. And I will say this: what he was going through, and even what people that are close to him, his family, his children, everybody, friends, all our teammates and stuff like they go through. It impacts everybody, right? It impacts everybody, and that doesn't, negate how he was feeling when he was going through what he was going through. But just significantly, I was going to make this show anyway, but definitely with something like that hitting home, I wanted to talk with people because, again, the impact of different situations hits people differently. And so that's why I want to have these kind of conversation with everybody in regards to how you may be feeling. These are different strategies that you can help to kind of help avoid getting in any kind of funk or getting stuck in certain situations, okay? Right now, we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. I'm streaming on both of my YouTube channels, Change Your Lives and Mr. Short Dollars, because it does affect people, in a financial sense. And we'll talk about that also in regards to this. But again, we're talking about how to avoid feeling lonely during the holiday season. Again, I want to go over different strategies that people may encounter. But again, shout out to Ronnie's family and everything. And we're gonna miss you, buddy. We're gonna miss you, buddy. And you hate to hear about certain things like that, but as always, it hit real funky when it's close to home and everything, man. But that's just that's why I did also in conjunction. It was again already determined we're going to talk about this, but it hits a little different when people close to you, do something like that. But I remember my first encounter, probably just feeling lonely during the holiday season when I first went in the Army and I was stationed in Germany on my first duty station. I was 19 years old. What's up, cuz? I was 18 years old, and I was stationed in Germany on my first duty station. And I actually stayed gone for almost 2 years before I came back just to visit my family. And I remember my first holiday away from everybody. Everything. Let me make sure you might call in. My first holiday away from everybody, that first Thanksgiving and Christmas, it was rough. I was a kid, really didn't have any family and friends over there in Europe and stuff, and it was tough trying to go through um, different things in regards to that. 1 second, guy. it was kind of difficult to go through that. Lucky for me, I had a pretty decent support system in regards to people that were around me and everything during that. So that being my platoon sergeant, squad leaders and stuff. It was probably about 5 or 6 of us that were young. They took us in and stuff, and a lot of us being kids, being the first time away from home, it was real tough. But shout out to Sergeant Nips. That was a male and female, husband and wife. They still good friends of mine now. But they took us in, man. We were kids and stuff like that, man. That was hell almost 30 years ago and stuff, and it was real rough, with us. 'Cause like I said, none of us had really been away from home before. It was over 30 years ago. The hell I'm talking about. But it was we really needed people around us and everything, and we they helped us through that time, calling home and everything. And I can just imagine, sometimes people, they don't have somebody around to talk to them. So I just remember my first time like feeling lonely during the holiday season, because again, my whole holidays, I'm from a big family and everybody's always around each other. We congregate and everything. We stay pretty tight, regardless how we may get, normal family stuff, bumping heads and everything. When it's time to kind of get together and enjoy each other, we don't, I've heard different stories of different families split up and stuff. We never had situations like that, but just to be away from that totally and be on the other side of the world, that was real, real funky for me and everything. And even seeing some of my friends, and that was the unique thing about it. I was able to see how other people were able to how they cope with being around people that were close to them. So that was the first thing I want to talk about, how to avoid feeling lonely during the holiday season. The first thing is just reach out to friends and family. Make plans to spend time with loved ones, either in person or virtual. Even a phone call or a video can help you feel more connected. Guys, it takes 3 seconds to text somebody. I tell my kids that all the time. A lot of times, especially I have one grown and two, or three grown technically, but two in college right now. And I always ask them, did you talk to your grandmamas? Did you talk to your uncle, whatever? It takes 3 seconds to text. Just somebody thinking about you can make a world of difference. So even if you feel like your schedule is tight or whatever, check on your people. Check on your people. Or even if you feel a certain way, just reach out to folks and text. Don't sit there and just, stay in the funk. Reach out to people. Just let them know, hey man, I'm thinking about you. And you never know. They may not necessarily be reluctant. They may be busy like you. Just reach out to people. That was one of the key things. We didn't have virtual anything virtual back in those 90s and stuff when I was in the military, and even prior to that, rather. So you can just Zoom, FaceTime, Meet. Just reach out to somebody. Just check on your people, okay? Do not get caught up into it. They ain't saying that to me. I ain't saying that to them. I mean, something can happen. You'd be gone. Luckily for me, my friend Ronnie just passed. We spoke every week, so it's somebody I talk to all the time. But it could easily be something where like, man, I ain't heard from whatever. I'm gonna reach out, and you put stuff off, for something. And you just really can't do that because tomorrow ain't promised for none of us, right? So just take advantage of different, technology and things that are out there, the virtual, Zoom, FaceTime, text, or whatever. Just reach out to family and friends, and everything. Just let them know you might be feeling let down, or just check on them. And that's wrong telling them to check on you. Okay. Just reach out to family and friends. We're doing that, guys. Another thing about it, guys, is, we know out of mind, can be a place for the devil to play at. So sometimes you want to stay busy. And I think volunteering is a good way to avoid feeling lonely during the holiday season. If you know that you're going to be, maybe alone, you got some extra time and stuff, go volunteer. Consider volunteering your time to help others. Many organizations have special holiday events where you can contribute and meet new people. Definitely, guys, if you know that you're going to be sitting there staring at 4 damn walls and stuff, and right now there's a lot of different drives, i.e. coat drives, food drives, Thanksgiving Day dinner. If you got to go, I know here in Atlanta where they have the Jose Feed the Hungry, they have different things where you can fix the food, serve the food, deliver the food, things you can stay busy where you don't have to have your mind just sitting there wondering and thinking about, family and friends, people forgetting about you, who not calling you, whatever. Excuse me. Definitely you can get out there and volunteer to do certain things, guys. Don't wait for things to happen to you. I'm going to keep saying that over and over and over again. Don't really wait for somebody to reach out to you. right? That ain't guaranteed. At some point we got to try to take some kind of initiative with some things. And life real funky. Life real funky. And it doesn't mean that people don't necessarily care about you. It's just that, hey, they busy like you are. You got to kind of look at it from that perspective, and don't get so caught up with, you know, who checked on you, who didn't check on you, right? We know Friday coming up is Black Friday. I got my little angle video I put out every year about not going broke behind Black Friday. One of the biggest things I think people get in a funky spot with the holiday season is their financial status, right? My money funny, this, that, and that. I'm wondering how I'm gonna pay for this. Christmas around the corner. We didn't have enough money to do what we want to do for Thanksgiving. Don't let financial reasons do that, guys. Money come and go. Money come and go, right? We gonna have a little peaks and valleys with money coming in and out. Holidays, to no surprise, guys, too, you should be there. People enjoy, being around each other. And as I've gotten older, and I've, seen people come in out of my life, good or bad, you appreciate life and the people that are closer to you a whole lot more. So wherever you at financially, don't let that be a hang up in regards to why you haven't, reached out to people, or you don't want to go out there and do certain things. Because I understand. Hey, how it feels like, hey, my car not running funny. My car running funny. I don't have, any money to do certain things, or anything. Don't trip on that. If you got to go get something for yourself, like I say, hell, go down to one of those food places and stuff, get you a meal or something like that. Try to get around people. It's tough to deal with things because our minds wander so much when we sitting there being alone, right? And money shouldn't be the reason of it. Because, like I said again, definitely we get closer, get through Thanksgiving, get close to Christmas and everything. It's like people come to this hard realization about what they can and can't do. And it's real funny, man. It's even like, I don't know, people find a lot of value in regards to what they have or what they can do for themselves or their children. And I think, man, that's probably one of the damn worst ways to be actually to want to be, because hey, you can't control that. If you've had, any dealings with money where you've been, somewhat, I think I've been pretty much somewhat successful in my life, being a businessman. I've had it, lost it, back and forth and everything. And I still been me. And I understand everybody copes differently in regards to certain things, but don't put your value on what you have or what you can do for other people, especially for your children. They'll be glad you're there to do certain things for them, because at the end of the day, at midnight, December 26th, Christmas is over with. Man, your kids, some of the shit they might be still playing with, some of they ain't. Everybody done moved on, right? And you want to have this big badge of courage. I got you this, I bought you that, we did this, we did that. They don't forget about it. They move on. They move on to the next little thing, right? So use the holidays for what I think probably people were designed for. I don't want to use the word design for. Probably best what it is. Just enjoy yourself, enjoy life, enjoy family and friends and everything. Don't get so caught up into what your bank account's showing, okay? They definitely don't. Stay busy getting around people. You can join some kind of community events. You can attend local holiday events such as tree lighting ceremonies, parades, or community gatherings. These things can provide opportunities to meet new people and engage in the holiday spirit. Again, guys, we want to keep that mind rolling. We don't want to sit here and be idle. We want to be doing certain things and stuff. We're talking again about how to avoid feeling lonely during the holiday season. And again, volunteering, spending your time around other people, joining community events is a great way to avoid that. I remember, guys, you guys been following the show. Again, we're on Change Your Lives, but I'm also streaming on my other YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar, where we talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship. On Change Your Lives, we talk mainly about motivation, personal development, things like that, and parenthood. And we're talking about how to avoid being lonely during the holiday season. Excuse me. Getting ready to go. Mama gonna have all that, sweet drink over her house, a lot of cognac and scotch. Got to kind of make sure I'm hydrated for tomorrow and everything. But I want to have these conversation with everybody because, again, I know how people get in funks during the holiday season. And what I was about to say, if you follow the show, y'all know 3 years ago, I went through that little funky divorce and everything. And man, I'm gonna tell you something that was real funny was that was the first time in about 20 years. We married 20, we just stayed together about 25. Like really, things were changing in regards to how we move, especially with my children. So now we going over mama house. We doing this, that, and that. Where it had just been a normalcy. Hey, well, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. That kind of stuff, and then adjusting. And that was some funky stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm sitting over here with my damn chihuahua by myself, Christmas holidays, missing my kids. And I'm talking about like we pretty much have. Now I will say this honestly, we pretty much have stayed the same schedule. Everybody is here. My children, except my oldest son. He's grown. He got his own family and stuff like that, so they do their thing. But for the most part, the other three, we still here, kind of congregating. We're doing it, but the time, a little couple of days leading up to it, a couple of days leading afterwards, it's been that was a kind of adjustment, especially that first Christmas, man. Just with doing that and stuff like that. Even just like my ex-wife, just having the difference of somebody not being there, and I could just imagine. Mine was a little funky. My divorce was a little funky. It nowhere near some of the shit I hear about or read about, Ralph. And so I can just imagine, somebody being hard and malicious and everybody gone and stuff like that. I was a little lucky because my children are older, so they can say, hey, we're going to go over here, we're going to go over there. I can imagine what some people go through when, just that whole life normalcy is just changed overnight, and that can be rough. And that's why I want to have a conversation like we're having now, is to just be proactive. At the end of the day, no matter where you at in life, we know constant life is going to change, right? And I think what make life smooth on anybody is if you can make something, no matter how painful it is, you can make some kind of conscious decision that I'm not going to sit here and just stay in the same place, right? You know that you're going to have some kind of frustration. You're going to be lonely. You can have pains and stuff like that. But it's not going to change. You get better as time goes by. But a lot of things don't necessarily change because you just want to blink your damn eyes, and it goes away. You got to make some kind of conscious decision. Let me go do some things. Let me just get out. Let me just, do something to avoid that. Because once we get stationary, that's when all kind of things as far as pain, sorrow, guilt, loneliness, depression, that's when shit like that start creeping in, right? So the more you can't stay busy, the more you be around people, the more you can do things like we're talking about now. Because again, you may not be privy to go around family and friends. You may not be privy to that, but there are things you can do. There are things you can do like we're talking about now that can help you. They alleviate some of the things that may come out of being by yourself during the holiday season. And here's the thing about it, again, this is Change the Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden, also streaming on my other YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar. Both the YouTube channels are the hubs for all the videos, right? The YouTube channel is the hubs for all the videos. So if you came in during the middle of the discussion, always go to Change Your Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden, or Mr. Short Dollar. You can check out the whole video in its whole entirety if you have to leave or something like that. So again, both videos will be on both YouTube channels. So don't really sweat it. If you got to leave or if you just came in and stuff, go to either one of those YouTube channels, Change Your Lives. Once you subscribe to both, Change Your Lives, hosted by Deonte Burden or Mr. Short Dollar, subscribe to both and you can see, the videos in the whole entirety, right? We're talking about how to avoid feeling lonely during the holiday season. Another thing you can do, guys, you can connect with others online, participate in online forums or social media groups related to your interests, engage in conversation with like-minded individuals that can provide a sense of community. You got, single moms, single dads, Black fathers, Black mothers, artists, accountants, lawyer, family group, all kind of stuff on social media, all these different kind of forum groups, and everybody going through similar stuff. One thing I want to tell people, your situation is not unique, right? There are people that are by themselves, lonely, going through depression, mad, breaking up, moving, kids leaving. Everybody going through similar stuff, right? Now you got different levels in regards to how people will let that information, their situation be known, but everybody going through stuff. Okay, everybody is. So don't think that you're a unique person with that, right? But definitely we're in a, when I'm just talking about just being able to communicate with people, virtually, there are a lot of forums out there where people can take advantage of different people. Because the world is flat. We know that with technology right now, with the internet and all these different social media platforms. The world is flat, so you can reach somebody in China, India, Europe, whatever, and just like, hey man, we talk, congregate, do different things. So take advantage of that, guys. Take advantage of it. Find different things where you can kind of mix and match with people, that maybe think or move with you or there's similar interests, and kind of, just vibe from there. See what you can do. Okay. Um, you can either take a class, consider enrolling in a class or a workshop, whether it's related to a hobby or a new skill. You can create your own celebration. You can host a gathering or a potluck with friends and neighbors and colleagues. This not only gives you a chance to socialize, but also allows you to take the initiative in creating a festive atmosphere. Do not again sit down and just wait for things to happen for you, guys. Don't sit down and wait for things to happen to you, right? Just don't do that. I'm telling you, that's one of the worst things. They didn't call you, you didn't reach. Don't worry about that, guys. Forget about it. Again, we're focusing on us. We're focusing on us. Now, again, and let me get this little disclaimer. And I think it's very important for me to say this. I'm not one of those bigger person people. So, like, hey, they say something wrong to you, don't say. I'm a firm believer, guys, and I say this all the time. You don't have to sit here and just mend all damn fences and stuff like that. The holiday season, whatever. Because at the end of the day, a lot of times when we reach out to people that we maybe had conflict with in the past, especially we're close to them, we know how they are. And I am saying this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. You do not have to extend the olive branch or wave the white flag at somebody that gonna be a damn jerk when you call them. And when I say that, I'm not saying you hope they're going to be okay. You just want to speak your mind and say what you got to say. It's the holiday season. Leave that shit alone if you know that person is going to be a butt, right? We know that, right? We know, I haven't talked to my brother in a while and stuff like that and stuff. I miss want to talk to him. I get it, but your brother. Now, if you can circumvent it, but let me talk to their wife or let me talk to their husband or this, that, and that. Hey, man, I want to talk to them. And they're like, nah, hey, they ain't really changed. Or they can say, well, you know what? They've been talking about you, then. But do not set yourself up for failure trying to reach out and mend a fence with someone that it just ain't going to be fixed, right? I'm being straight up with that. Far too hard. I think that's one of the worst damn advice that people can give. We're good. We're talking about how to avoid feeling lonely during the holiday season because you could be already in a damn funk and you start putting yourself in a situation. Now your ass is funkier because you actually tried to repair and reach out to people that were not interested in all and even talking to you because your heart and got in certain spots. You miss them. You want to do something. Let that be. Let that be. Because again, the priority is to take care of you. You might have did wrong by them before, and you say, okay, I'm wrong. You apologize, move on. If they accept it, cool. If they forgive you, cool. If they don't, you just move forward. You did what you could do, but you can't make somebody want to deal with you. You can't. And I'm just saying that in regards to if you in a funky state will feel a certain way, and you just want to, hey, let me just check on them, this, that, and that. Be mindful of that. Be mindful because how you feel. When you want to sit here and open yourself up and say, well, listen, let me just get this off my chest. Because people tell you it all the time. Well, just give them a call and tell them how you feel and stuff. You better be prepared for the rebuttal. Everybody is not going to be civil and nice or a gentleman or, I don't know, female. But, just being, they're not going to be, just apt to sit there and have a conversation with you. So if you need to prepare yourself. And if you know the person that you're going to reach out with is not really going to be responsive too tough, I mean, be careful with it. I would avoid it, me personally. Like I said, you can kind of circumvent it, maybe talk to somebody that's close to them and say, hey, what you think about this? What you think about that? But for the most part, I'm gonna be real with you, man. You gotta be careful there. You gotta very much so protect yourself because nobody gonna look at you like you, right? And I'm just being straight up with that. Again, we're talking about how to avoid feeling lonely during the holiday season. We're streaming live on This Is Change Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. We also stream live on my other YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar. We're streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter on both platforms, right? So if you just came in, remember the Change Lives is the main hub. And we're talking about how to avoid feeling lonely during the holidays. But like I said again, guys, when you kind of sit in yourself and you think about maybe something that you have done to somebody over the years and you want to kind of fix it, be very, very mindful, especially if you know you're in a funky state. That before I talk to my old friend that I did wrong, or I just want to talk to my brother or sister, remember, everybody's not going to be responsive the way you hope they are. So if you're not ready to get, a funky response back for them, just wait, right? Or you might just text or whatever. Easy thing again, circumvent it. Maybe talk to somebody closer to them with that. But I think that happens a lot with a lot of people. They, want to holidays come around, man, I ain't talked to them in a while. Let me go check on them and stuff like that. And they might give you a big old F you. And you really weren't, you were prepared to apologize and say everything, which was cool. But that does not mean that they wanted to receive it or talk to you. Just something to keep in mind, right? You can practice self-care, guys. Take yourself to physical, mental well. Take care of your physical and mental well-being. Exercise, get enough sleep, engage in physical activity that brings some kind of joy. You can also explore some outdoor activities, attend outdoor events such as holiday markets, light displays, or winter sports. Being in a festive environment can help uplift your spirits, guys. Remember, what I keep saying to you guys, we have to make conscious decisions. We have to make a conscious decision to not let ourselves get into a funk, because it takes almost triple the effort to get ourselves out of certain things. So the more we can try to stay active, the more we can try to stay busy, the better. We don't want to just sit here and have ourselves in situations where, man, I miss my kids, I miss my girl, I miss my boyfriend. I ain't talking about this. I mean, if you, especially, you can't do anything, about it. Guys, get out there. Make a conscious effort to stay busy. Okay. When I say stay busy, however it is, like we're talking about these different outdoor activities, classes, volunteering, different kind of groups. Like I say, social media, we got tons of different groups. Remember, guys, you do not have to sit out there and just be in a funky spot. Lastly, guys, remember, it is okay to reach out to others and share your feelings. Many people are understanding and empathetic, especially during the holiday season. Taking proactive steps to connect with others and engage in activities that bring you joy and can help combat loneliness. Guys, like I said, it's still going to have to come down to make some effort that you got to make personally for you to not to be stuck in a funky spot. We all been there. We all been down and things like that. And again, it's tough to come out of it depending on what kind of support system you got in place. So I think the easiest thing to do is try your best to not be in a situation where you got to be stuck there. Okay. And I really hope that everyone have an outstanding holiday season, especially Thanksgiving and stuff like that. I'm cooking oxtails. We're going to my mom's and stuff like that. So I'm cooking my world famous oxtails. And I'm going to do a YouTube video, chronicling me cooking. I'm going to release that soon and everything. So you guys be looking at, put it on, different social media platforms that you guys see your boy, the maestro, at work with that, man. And but again, I hope the tips that I shared with you guys were beneficial to you. I hope everybody have a safe and lovely holiday season. Remember, man, hell, my contact information on the videos. Need to talk to somebody, call me. I don't know how much conversation I'm gonna have for you, but I will respond and talk to you because I know how it is to be down in the dumps. Okay. Big shout out again to my boy Ronnie Boykins and his family. Miss you, man, and everything. But remember, guys, once we make certain decisions, like permanent decisions of ending stuff, it is that we can't come back from certain things. And you got to understand, I know life is tough. I know life is rough, right? Shit, I know. I've been through a lot. There's a lot of stuff I haven't been through, and a lot of stuff I done seen, a lot of stuff I done heard about. But when we make decisions to stop, it's over. It's over. And man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. You're gonna have probably a lot more good times you will bad times. We're gonna move through them bad times and stuff like that. And it's just like anytime you have any kind of thing new that may be in front of you and stuff, it may seem more difficult than it normally is, because the first time we see it, new task, new job, different situations, it seems more difficult than what it is because it's a new endeavor. So don't beat yourself up or just get too fearful of encountering something different. And that can be something that can be very, very frightening, guys. But we all family. We all family. That's why, we having, conversations like we're having right now. So I want you guys to be very safe. Enjoy your holidays. Don't get too fat. But I want you to make sure you have a lot of fun and love on your family and love on your friends, okay? Again, it's Deonte Burden, host of Change the Lives. Hope you enjoyed the conversation. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Change the Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden, and also Mr. Short Dollar. Subscribe to both, check out the videos, share the videos and stuff. Take advantage of all the other great information. Both channels have over 800 videos on each channel. So take care of yourself. Enjoy your holiday. And and like I said, the Black Friday video will be out later on this afternoon. Take care. Love you. And I will talk to you soon.